This is Emily's first meeting with her dad. They were talking in the park. At this moment, a man with a big mouth walked quickly toward a little girl. The man's big mouth swallowed the little girl in one gulp. Both father and daughter were shocked at the sight. Unfortunately, the man with the big mouth saw them too and came towards them. They panicked. They ran as fast as they could and drove away from this dangerous place. Back at the house, Emily searched the computer about men eating girls, but she couldn't find any clues. Suddenly, Emily heard a knock on the door. She cautiously went over to check it out, but she didn't see anything. She closed the door and went back to her room. And then the door bursts open, and in comes the man with the big mouth. The girl was terrified. The man opens his big mouth. Emily picks up a broom and pokes it in his mouth. The man with the big mouth grabbed the broom and threw it to the ground. Emily saw what was happening. She was so scared that she ran out of the room. Emily told her dad what she saw and told him to get out of there immediately. The man's wife didn't know what was going on. She thought Emily was her husband's mistress. The couple got into a quarrel. A few moments later, the woman pulled open the curtains and saw the man with the big mouth walking down the street. They were all scared. The family drove all night to Emily's boyfriend's house, but on the way there, they saw a little girl who had been eaten by the man with the big mouth. The father and daughter asked the little girl what happened. She cried and told them the bad experience she had been through, so they took her home. At night, Emily got up to go to the bathroom. She saw her dad lying on the floor. Oh, my God. The little girl was chanting a spell on her father. The little girl's secret was out. She ran out the door. Emily was crying with sadness, while the next second Daddy suddenly sat up. He felt a little uncomfortable though, so he took off his shoes and noticed that his left foot had become a little girl's foot. Both father and daughter were shocked. The man with the big mouth got down on his knees, and once again, his mouth opened wide. He pointed his fingers to the mouth and gestured for them to enter. Emily was curious, so she crawled into the man's big mouth. The father saw his daughter go in. He had no choice but to enter the man's mouth as well. They came into a mysterious, spacious space. The man with the big mouth told them the little girl was a demon. She could devour anyone. She could also infinite copies of them. They could control humans in this way. The man with the big mouth spat them out of his mouth. The father and daughter realized that the man with the big mouth was a good man. They laughed happily. The man with the big mouth nodded to them. Then he turned around and left. But the next second, with a woman's scream, it turned out that she ran over the big-mouthed man with her car. Seeing the big-mouthed man dead, father and daughter put him in the trunk. The three of them drove home. They saw several little girls on the road. Emily picked up a little girl and put her in the trunk and let the man with the big mouth swallow her up.